Well, hello there, Internet. You've missed us, haven't you? It's been a while, but we're back.
This
Jack,
sounds
say
like
hi.
this sounds like the beginning of a video. You get, you wake up from being unconscious. You're staying in a hospital in Eastern Europe, and then that's what that sounds like. Why, hello there.
You might be wondering why you're imprisoned in this evil video.
The man across from you cannot speak English, but you somehow have to get the key.
Yeah, this is a live show. We're going to be hanging out, painting some miniatures. I'm painting Star Saga Wave 2. Jack, what are you painting?
I am painting some of Bones Wave 3.
Bones
Bones.
by Reaper?
Yes.
The people who no longer make the paint you like?
You know what? I've had to come to accept that is a fact now,
You made your peace with it?
as much as I can.
Oh, look who shows up. We were waiting for him to show up this whole time, and he shows up once we go live.
I only go to the fans. I only go live.
That's right. You won't hang out with us before the pre-show. No.
No, because I don't want to waste any of the extremely important material.
That's in the rider. We're not allowed to talk to him, look him in the eye.
Mm-hmm. Green M&Ms.
Well, it has been a long time since we talked. Since we replaced you on team building exercise, we never do get to talk. So
I don't like that new guy. He's very brash.
Yeah. We've come to appreciate his wacky sense of humor.
Although I do like the Chief Momalunka. That's my favorite one. That's the that's the golden piece of that puzzle right there.
He no longer scares me when he comes on.
No.
I was also high on cough meds the first time he showed up, so
yeah, that'll do it.
So, welcome to the live show.
Is this a live hangout, or is there a do we have a
agenda?
An agenda, or maybe an itinerary or something like that?
Yep. Our itinerary is to entertain Bill and Sue, who are the only ones watching that I know of.
Okay. I'm gonna pull up the pop-out link chat.
Yeah, you keep track of that. You make sure no one feels left out.
All right. What? Wait, this is not my show. I shouldn't have to do that.
Oh, how come Rob can get away with that bullshit? I can't. Pardon my French.
Language?
Yeah.
I think you're on a live show.
Oh
no! Think of the children.
I do think of children.
Not in that way.
Easy.
And yeah, we're just gonna be hanging out. I hope Bill and Sue are also doing some hobbying when they listen to us, and anybody who listens to us after. I just mixed tanned flesh in with my paint that was supposed to be bronze, so that's how well I'm doing.
Oh no! Well, at least you didn't put any paint in your drink.
Not yet. These heroes are going to be a little bronzed with their flesh.
That's all right.
Are you doing any hobbying there, Coach?
Yep, I'm finishing my commandos.
Commandos?
I don't know if you can see this. A Mon Calamari. I gotta turn on the light. I can't.
Put your hand behind it.
By my head?
Behind the miniature.
Yes, put your hand behind your head like it's a boudoir photo. Right. There you go.
There you go. Wait, look at the shine. Look at that. Holy smokes.
I got that going on myself. So
right there.
You guys aren't cooperating.
There it is. On Calamari.
Nice. And what game is that for?
That would be Star Wars Legion.
Never heard of it.
Yep.
I just heard the other day that they're not making any more anything else for that game. Any physical Yeah,
I can't believe that.
That's not Legion. That would be the
Oh, the other one. Yeah.
Deadzone one.
Oh,
The original one. What was that called? Galactic
No,
something or other, isn't it?
I got it. I'll get it.
Yeah, Legions are the reason not make it anything for any other game is because Legions where their money is.
Yeah. Where is it?
Imperial Assault, is that the one?
Imperial Assault. That's it. You're correct.
That's it. Yeah. So when you go on to Imperial Assault thing there, it just says it's funny because they came out with some new stuff for it, and then it's like you go in there, everything's not available.
Yeah. So they're like, we got another game. We don't need this one.
Yeah. I don't know how popular it was. I'll be honest with you.
I think it was a stopgap. Once this game came out, everybody's like, why would we ever play that game?
Yeah.
I don't think it was. People liked it because it was miniatures, but it was not.
People like to go Star Wars, but
Yeah, that's what I meant. Star Wars miniatures.
when you have multiple options,
And the other one has actual stuff going on for it.
yeah.
Well, the other ones, it was kind of like a board game almost, so wasn't it?
Yeah, it was basically it was almost like Star Saga.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. With the tiles and whatnot.
And they did have some vehicles, but they were wrong scale. And
Well, they were the right scale for that game, but the wrong scale for this one.
no, I think they were wrong scale even for that game. I think they were like weird sizes.
Yeah. Well, that was another thing too, that if you play Legion, you can't use the Imperial Assault guys because it's a different scale. They were actually smaller.
Yeah.
So I think people are a little ticked off about that.
Yeah, it was a little FU to the people who supported them.
Yeah.
That's Fantasy Flight for you.
There you go.
They don't care.
Some racialistic stuff going on there.
That's some racist shit.
Yeah, I saw it, Bill. That's crazy.
Explain to the rest of the family what you saw and what was crazy.
Bill's got about 9,000 pounds of Deadzone terrain.
Yeah.
Ooh. Why 4?
Oh, what? Why? I'll wait for a response. You know what it is? You got to ask a question. You got to wait like 30 seconds for the response. Because
And let me just say, hey, Bill, how's it going?
And or Sue.
And Sue?
I think it's both of them.
We'll never know unless they tell us.
So what are you guys working on?
I'm doing my wave 2 of Star Saga.
Oh, really?
I'm currently painting a Teraton. Actually, he's not even. He's a. This is a. This Teraton is.
That's Dozer.
Yeah, Guild Ball or Guild Ball.
No, do not be taking Dreadball minis off their base. You know, I've never condoned that.
This is the one we already painted, and then you primed again for some reason.
Or mouth.
You re-primed him after he was already painted.
Did that ever happen?
I guess so, because I'm repainting him again. You hated my paint job so much you primed him.
Oh, probably.
Because you're an evil man. People don't know. I'm letting the truth out that Jack's a real mean person.
I am. I think anyone who's met me, I think both Bill and Sue can attest to the fact that I am a tyrant.
Well,
A literal tyrant.
This is what you do. You what do they call it? You make it seem like you're the victim, and then
I don't think I said that at all. I said I'm a tyrant.
Would that be Asperger's syndrome? Because you're an ass. Oh,
he is an Asperger.
So they said it was from Mike Muller, a gift from when Deadzone first came out.
What and who?
Their Deadzone train, just a bunch of it.
Oh.
They got mad loads of it.
You can never have too much.
No, I got to start getting my stuff ready.
Yes, you do. Let's start with that. Let's dive into the news. Why would you need to get a lot of terrain ready in the next month?
Because of the East Coast Championships.
Ooh.
And for what game is this?
That would be for Test of Honor.
Oh no. Well, that was Coach. Thank you for coming on, and we'll talk to you later.
You broke Jack's heart. That's why he replaced you on team building exercise. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Horrible jokes like that. It's been a year, but this new guy, he's working out. He brought his own goblins.
Yeah, works. So
you tee up a plug, and you think it's going to happen, and then
the thing is I'll go for the comedy. I'm a team player. I'll go.
He's also preaching to the converted. I think everybody who might be listening to this probably already knows about it.
Oh. Okay. Well, no more plugs for Triton then.
Ever.
Do we know how many people are watching by any chance, or is that you got to go on Facebook?
I think there's one person watching, and that's Bill and Sue.
What?
Well, there was a little bit of a kerfuffle with YouTube and how they decided to which date this was supposed to be on.
It's such a pain in the ass because you like set it all up, then it's like,
thank you.
2 weeks from now it'll be on at 4 o'clock in the morning. What?
Yeah.
It like randomly just changes it where you're setting it. So
yeah.
I'm gonna set the time. Okay, now you have it on next week on a Tuesday. Okay, then I'll set the date. Now your time's all fucked up. It's like, really, YouTube? Really? I'm curious what's gonna happen when Hangouts goes away, though. How they're gonna do live shows?
Yeah.
Or if this may be the last live show.
Really?
Well, if we can't do it anymore.
Yeah, literally, if we cannot possibly do a Google Hangout, then it'll be the last Hangout. Although, do you think in the vernacular, do you think like Kleenex, anything, anyone or anything that kind of resembles this format will be a Hangout?
Well, I think actually the word Hangout came before the app. I think the app was named after what people were already doing. So
right, but it has become synonymous, I think. Well, I asked the question and then I just
you gave your answer to it.
Yeah,
I asked a question that I knew I wanted to give the answer to.
Well, I was going to wait till it come around to me again, but
you're like, they're not paying attention anyway, so I'll just answer it.
I'll just say what I think. Let's get my opinion out there.
Yep, it's good. You didn't get interrupted on you like usually.
Well, I understand that's a bit for our team building exercise.
There's no bits on the show. It's all true.
Oh. Are you telling me there's no script?
There is no script. Believe me, there's no script. Trying to keep you guys on a script would be nigh on impossible.
Oh.
That's because Jack's insufferable.
You know it.
No, a tyrant. Tyrant.
An insufferable tyrant.
I lash out in anger.
I got to tell you, man, you guys got to get these Micron pens.
For doing eyes, yeah, I saw that on Discord.
My goodness, lifesaver.
Right there, buddy. Right there.
There you go. Double 05.
This one is these are Gundam ones. I have all different colors too.
Well, I got a 55, 01, 02, 03, 05, and 08.
See, I don't know if this is all from Japan, so I don't know if they believe in your
well, I also have
your system.
20 millimeter, 25 millimeter, 30, 35, 45, and 50.
Ooh,
this is a 005, I believe.
Yeah.
Is that something? Yeah.
Yeah. So that's like a like a 000 brush. That would be a 555 brush. A 50 brush.
What else I got in here? This one is a It doesn't say because it's all in Japanese. I don't put eyes on things anyways.
Excuse me, if you need help, I do speak jive.
If anyone was missing a good airplane reference,
Always have one at the ready.
just make sure it's always there in the hopper.
Yes, so we invited other people to come on because we knew Coach didn't want to talk about Triton, but everybody's busy.
Well, I didn't know. That's why I walked right into his delicately laid trap. I was like a deer walking to a tree stand. Oh, look at those guys. Oh, look at those Crimson Guard back there.
Yeah. At Crimson Guard. I got Krennic talking about deploy the goddamn garrison. I'll tell you though, the models, the FFG models for Legion are really nice. Good sculpts, but they're rustic.
Are they?
Yeah. You can't pull a wool over my eyes. I know rustic when I see it.
I have no problem with it.
Yeah. That's right, Rob. Let's both support rustic.
Well, Jack has always been on the bandwagon.
Because of the fact that you love rustic so much and that you guys, the proponents of rustic, Manic switched over to hard plastic. So there you go.
Not in their in their board games. It's pretty much just a different type of rustic now. It's that PVC stuff, which I like.
I like the PVC better than regular rustic.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's like a better version. They got rid of rustic because they got this better version of it now.
Right. The remember when the what the hell was it? It was the Veerman during the Kickstarter. There was a few things that came out that were rustic, and they were the PVC rustic, and they were actually better.
Yeah.
Was it the
because they were a slightly different color plastic, and we're like, oh, this is so much nicer.
Like the Nightmare, it was like a whiter plastic.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Nightmare was it. So it was like a bigger model, but it was actually, and I think the Broodmother was that type of rustic. So with that, it actually, I thought those were actually better.
Nightmare.
So Triton is happening again this year, but then it's been bumped up to an East Coast Championship.
Yes, it's good.
We're trying to get a GT circuit going.
Bill and Sue, you got to come down to what's the dates?
July 13th.
One night only.
Yeah, and I'll be doing a double, like a split. I'm going to do a split. If we have enough people, I could do a split where we'll have like almost a veteran and rookie tournament. So even if you lose your first round, you don't necessarily come in last place.
I'm going to go in the rookie tournament.
Mm-hmm. So now, Bill and Sue, now that you have all that Deadzone terrain, are you going to play more Deadzone games? That's the real question.
Everybody should be playing more Deadzone games.
Yep. Well, I started up a little like learners league, and it's growing out pretty good.
Yeah, you're doing that at the comic shop, right?
Yeah, and that's where we're gonna have Triton there. So
yeah, it's a good idea to expand and get new guys, new blood.
So those people who walk in, see you playing, hey, there's going to be a tournament. I don't know. It's going to be right here. You're coming here anyways to pick up your Thanos #1. So just stop by and play.
Yeah. Was that a shout out to the superhero crew?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. I didn't want to, make it as bold as to say, here's a plug, but
his superhero crew is actually climbing up there right now, little by little.
It's good.
I don't know exactly. I will give you an exact number right this second.
It's probably more than this current channel you're listening to.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He's superhero crew is now at 109.
Nice. I'm not saying it because I'm involved, but I'm telling you right now, it's not because I'm involved.
Despite your involvement.
Yeah, that's right. He'd be at over 200 without me.
And Family Gamer's actually climbing up there. Officially at 1483.
Good year, good year.
Yeah, so far.
No, 1483 was a good year. This year's terrible so far.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
1483 was a fantastic year. This one, I think I leave it.
I'll have to say is this ogre weighs a ton. It's hurting my hand holding him up trying to paint him. Now that's some first world problems right there.
Yeah, that is. But
What is ogres from what? Vanguard?
No, the this guy.
Oh,
the big
ogre.
guy.
Oh, you fought.
Yeah.
You didn't have him?
No, we got him with the wave 2 of Star Saga.
Gotcha. Yeah, I got him the first time. He's a chunk of metal.
Well, he reminded us of certain Marauders, so we didn't get him. It's the reason why we have to catch up on the Marauders, because we may have had a bias against them. I'm not saying we did.
Yes, you did.
yeah, that in the past there may have been certain things said.
T-shirts.
Still stand by 100%.
Yeah, T-shirts. Yes, there may have been T-shirts made. That some of us still stand by. I have a newfound love for the Marauders.
That is shocking. That is unacceptable, actually.
That's some good stuff coming up in the new book.
Once I re-headed them, I was all on board. I thought you said they're all getting nerfed because Pat likes them.
Well, that too.
Obviously.
Well, they're getting new stuff, but it's not good. So
There you go. So Jack will want to take it because it's new.
yeah, you'd be able. It'd be cool because you can go onto what's his name's blog and figure it out.
What's his name?
Yeah.
When you see it before anybody else.
Yeah, groundbreaking.
And yes. I must say I like gunmetal from Army Painter. It's a good color.
Go metal gray.
No, it's just called gunmetal. It's a metallic.
Gunmetal gray. Go pick up some gunmetal gray, everyone.
It's not gray.
I heard it from a reliable source that it was just now. Just now. I heard it.
Right. Yeah.
You heard it through the grapevine?
Yes.
All those reasons.
Yeah. We're starting with the timely today's headlines references already.
Yeah, it's great. That'll get us those younger viewers we need.
Vote.
Vote to caucus.
Right now, a millennial stopped eating his avocado and clicked immediate subscribe.
Immediately.
Avocado. Is that what people eat nowadays?
They're always in season.
I believe that's what the millennials are up to.
Jack, you're hip to be square, so you know what everybody's up to.
No, Jack is too cool for school.
And he's smoking in the boys' room?
Big fat goober.
And
anything else exciting happen with everybody? Do you have lots of prize support for your tournament, Coach?
Slowly but surely it's coming in. Badger has decided to donate some stuff this year.
Cool. Badger airbrush or Badger miniatures?
Or Badger games, yeah. You gotta make that distinction now.
Why, there's a Badger game?
Yeah, at Adepticon there was a booth because Jack had something free from Badger in the VIG, so he sees this booth that says Badger on it, so he goes over. And what they say, Jack, like, not us.
Yeah, I was just walking over and I didn't even get like, you know, like if you're looking for, and I was like, oh, okay. So there must have been a whole host of people thinking, oh, okay, this is, yeah. Badger airbrush wasn't open that often, so I never ended up getting whatever it was that.
Yeah, it was weird. They were closed all the time.
And I did have a purchase. I needed stuff from them too, so I was gonna get whatever free, but also
you were gonna badger them.
I was going to. I was going to be a patron of their store.
Yeah, the one day it was open, we went and we're like, we'll just come back another time. And then every time it's like, oh, they're not open.
Yeah, you know what? All the years at Adepticon, I've learned grab it while you can. You know, oh, I'm going to wait for a deal Sunday. Hey, you got that stuff I needed? Yeah, that's been gone for 3 days. Or you forget. You know? I'm actually using Badger Stynal Res and my Chrome right now.
Yeah, well, that was my purchase was going to be some Stynal Res. Well, Rob and I were both going to.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you guys come to Triton, we're going to be giving away an airbrush, a set of Stynal Res, a set of Ghost Tints, and also a set of their new metal.
And I was going to try the Ghost Tints because it comes highly recommended by a young Mr. Coach. So that was also
Mr. Coach.
Mr.
Coach.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah, we were looking at them. We were like, we were going to buy the whole set, and then it was like,
you know what? You know what's great about them? You take your airbrush, and you do black, and then you just use like grays and whites and highlight stuff. Then you hit it with that. And the ghost tint will change color depending on what's underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, but the only thing is once you put it on, you really got to let it dry for like 24 hours.
Yeah, otherwise you'll just keep moving it around.
No, it doesn't, it has to really dry. So, you know.
Yep.
Facebook Sue says she has some Steno Res.
Yeah, it's good primer.
Oh, it's awesome. I'm using it right now.
I used it earlier.
Doing a little Zenithal. So where's the Rusted Beetle?
He said he was driving back from somewhere.
Yeah, he's on the road right now.
Didn't ask too many questions.
Awfully quiet. He hasn't been correcting my spelling yet lately, so.
Yeah. Don't worry, he'll come back through and correct anything you've done wrong here.
Kind of like that Remember the paper clip for Windows?
Clippy?
That's right. He's Clippy. He's not only our paparazzi, he's also our Clippy.
He's a good boy.
Who's a good boy?
Ooh.
And yeah, it's gonna be a boring show, guys. We're just painting.
Well, everyone knew what they were getting into. And who do we have to blame for this? This show was long dead and gone. And then...
Yes, our patrons pushed us back over the top. And especially since you refused to take money from him in person, it was Dr. Mark, PhD, LLC, MD, that pushed us back over the 50 mark. So I blame you, actually, Jack.
Oh, that turned on me very quickly. I didn't expect that.
All you had to do is take the man's money. Who would be sitting here trying to do a show?
Taking money.
Bill and Sue, how was your trip to, where'd you go? Utah? Where was it?
You want space? Move to Utah.
Is that a New Yorker saying?
No, that's from The Odd Couple. So he definitely dropped the avocado wrap.
Yeah,
Wasn't there a current Odd Couple? Wasn't there one not that long ago?
There's only one real Odd Couple in my eyes.
Didn't it have like Matt LeBlanc and someone?
Yeah. It wasn't bad. It was okay.
It was Jack Klugman and what was
Tony Randall.
Yeah, that's his name. Yeah.
Tony Randall was like 75 and he had a kid.
And that kid is old enough to not even give a shit, care about what we're talking about right now.
Yep. So Bill and Sue said they went to Grand Junction, Colorado.
Oh, Colorado, that's right.
It was great, but Bill got the flu. What?
Yeah,
con crud, man.
He was sick for a full week.
I know the feeling. I don't take any responsibility, though.
I commiserate, but also take no responsibility at all for any and all sicknesses.
Bill and Sue is saying they have a box of Stano Res from Badger. What colors are you looking for?
The primer?
Well, Stano Res is the primer.
Yeah, I was just looking for some black. That's all.
Jack's very adventurous.
It was the reason for the season of going there. Because I use that not even as like a primer, but just as the color black sometimes, and it works out.
Yeah,
I use it all the time. Like I showed you that calamari, I use this, and I don't even know what color it is. I got it in a swag bag once. I call it Rebel Orange, just because. It's good.
Yeah, there's some weird ones. I got what is this one? It's like a weird yellowish color.
I got from the swag bag. I got the same one. I think 2 of them. One from the last 2 years or whatever. It's the same color.
Oh, you got yellow. Yeah, that's a good one. I don't have that.
No, it doesn't go on very good.
It's very watery, but obviously for an airbrush, it's the perfect consistency.
I noticed yellow just in general it's tough. Out of even paint yellow.
Oh yeah.
You know, I mean, I use the Reaper and then I'll use the GW stuff, but yellow seems to be.
It's
tough.
the pigment is it for some reason yellow pigment isn't as strong as other pigments.
Vito says he's driving home from Indy now. We will have to catch this later. All right, Vito. Eyes on the prize.
Safe drive. We told him we'd wait for him. We lied.
Enjoy your trip. We'll catch you on the flip side.
Flip, flop. And you don't stop.
Hippity hop.
Anybody the Avengers?
Don't spoil it.
Quiet.
I'm asking if anyone saw it.
No.
When are you guys going?
Never. Soonish, hopefully.
Rob, you know, as a hard holding member of Superhero Crew, I'm very upset with you.
It's not my fault. I just hate crowds. Was it really crowded where you went?
I mean, there were some empty seats where I went.
Really?
I went this morning at 10 o'clock.
Mm.
Andrew had to work, so we went in the AM. I avoided all social media yesterday.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we shall survive.
They said it made like 60 million today.
Well, it's going to crush the
There's no doubt about that.
box office. Look, this is going to be the benchmark. This is basically our Star Wars, you know, for like being part of the zeitgeist, a event.
Coach, did you see the Star Wars trailer?
Yes, I did.
What did you think of it?
I can't wait for it.
You liked it, right?
It's all right. I mean, I'll you know, the trailer's the trailer. But yeah, I hope they, you know, kind of finish this in style. They got nothing left to lose, you know.
Yeah. Well, from now on, they're going to be doing all these anthology movies, which I think are that's cooler.
Well, the new thing is the guys who did Game of Thrones are going to do the what's it called?
Old Republic.
Yeah, Old Republic.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
And it's real. That's really like uncharted territory.
Other than the video games, yeah.
Yeah. You know, video games and books, but other than that, yeah.
And none of that's canon anymore, so.
I like how it's like, yeah, that's canon. That's canon. No, it's not. Not anymore.
Yeah. We don't need everything to be canon. Except for cannons. Cannons should be cannons.
From Canada.
Canada's canon. Yes, I think that's new. I think we talked about before, Jack, that they have to make this new Star Wars good since they fucked up the last one.
Yeah.
In many people's eyes, that this one, JJ has to redeem it. So
They can only use social media and shame to hide the fact that it's a bad movie for so long. History will not be kind. They have to come back.
Well, I don't think most people think it's not a very well done movie.
I think just even if it's the best movie ever, people are gonna hate it.
Oh well, yeah, obviously.
And see, that's part of the mentality that I do not agree with at all.
Me either.
Oh, I do. There's always haters.
No. The whole I know what Jack's saying. Like, no matter what, no matter how good is it, it still sucks. That whole mentality.
That's what they are relying on. I will go back to Endgame right now and say, done right, there are no haters. There is nothing but box office gold. There is nothing but praise.
Oh, there'll be a backlash. There always is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's stuff that happens that you can get annoyed at. You know,
But
obviously.
it's yeah, whatever. It's reality. People are you know, I like a lot of movies that people don't like, so I don't really care. But
did any of you see Hellboy?
No.
speaking of movies
Speaking
that
of
nobody
movies,
should see,
did you see it, Rob?
no.
What is it on Rotten Tomatoes? Like 17 or something like that?
But it's like 60 something with the viewers. So,
Okay.
but everybody I hear from, and I Brian Novak included, which I trust, he's like a fanboy of everything. He
Right.
said it was had interesting parts, but generally the movie itself made no sense. It was just so disjointed. And that's what I kind of get the feeling. Everybody kind of says that, where it's like you may like the bits, but the actual story itself is a little like all over the place.
I've heard that a lot.
It's a good part movie, but there's no story.
Well, I think that they try to. It's too much story, is what I hear. They try to shove everything in.
Well, I heard it was like they did like three different. They did three different of the storylines. You know.
Yeah.
You know, they put Baba Yaga in it. Then they put
The Wild Hunt and
right.
yeah.
The Wild Hunt was in it.
Yeah, I think that's the issue, is that they're like, more is better, right? It's like, not always. Maybe have a coherent story and then add some fan service.
From what I've heard from reliable people is that it reeks of studio interference. There's the vision of the what everyone knows the director does and likes,
Mm-hmm.
and there's others.
Well, the director also did no publicity for this movie. That says something. He never went on any interviews. It was, like he didn't do any of that. So that says that he wasn't happy with the end result. Because what his vision and what they made him do was probably two different things. Needless to say, it kind of spells the end for any Hellboy movies.
Yeah, that's the only issue.
Yeah, that it's not a big movie which we can recover from this. It's not a Star Wars. It's not a Marvel movie. You can't have a bad one.
They were saying that if this one doesn't fly, then Hellboy's back to hell.
Yeah, which is fine. The comic books ended now too, so
yeah.
Although there's going to be like other stories back in the past, but the current timeline's over.
Right. I picked up a few issues of the BPRD.
Yeah.
Came out, the new thing that just came out, and there's no Hellboy in it.
No. Well, until recently. He came back.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it was like all, BPRD.
He has been in the BPRD since forever. Like it's been a long time since he's been there. He went off on his own adventures. And they went a different way. Even Liz was gone for a long time. She only came back last year, I think.
Right.
So it's pretty much been Abe and a bunch of new characters. There's a lot of cool new characters, and hopefully the board game gets some of those new characters in.
Yeah.
It doesn't make them all British for some unknown reason, like in the Hellboy movie.
I still haven't got mine yet. Have you guys?
I got my notice. I haven't got mine yet.
I still haven't gotten a notice.
Yeah.
Which is odd, but I didn't get a notice for Star Saga, and then
it just showed up.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't think I've ever gotten a notice.
Yeah.
Just stuff shows up, so.
Yeah, this is a different fulfillment company, so that's why I got one in Canada. Yeah, you checked your pledge manager, make sure you had everything in there.
Yeah, everything was up to date. It's what was that? Kick manager or whatever, or
backer kick
backer, yeah, something like that. Let me check my spam folder.
Like I say, it doesn't matter; it'll just show up.
Yeah, I think
Some places I see posts where people are like, oh, I got this message from whatever my carrier is, and they told me I had to go pick it up and all this. I'm like, wherever you live must suck, because for me they just keep it at the wherever until I get to go pick it up. It's like they have weird delivery things. We'll see what actual delivery company sends it to me though. It could be some weird one.
And hopefully you don't have to pay an arm and a leg.
Well, it won't. It's shipped from Canada this time. They did it from a distributor, Snakes and Lattes in Toronto.
That's good.
Yeah.
And I don't know, backer kit is only, it's like a new thing, right?
No, it's been around forever. I think all of Mantic ones have been through backer kit.
Well, mine says, we've received your order. Your order has been locked. Your card has been charged. Your address has been locked. And the only one that's not checked is your order has been shipped.
The important part.
But I don't understand. I have an early bird agent pledge.
Yeah.
Here it is. Extra dice. That's what's screwing me up.
Probably, yeah. It's probably something stupid like that.
We don't have coach's dice. See, I thought it was going to be like the other ones. Like, remember I got the Warpath like 2 months before you guys? Like, I painted all my dwarves and 3 Iron Ancestors and a the cannon, which actually I didn't paint the one I got from them. I got the one you guys gave me the first year we met when you were giving away swag. And I had that all
cared.
Yeah, I had that all painted up before you guys even got yours.
Yeah, it's because we ordered the vehicles and the vehicles were delayed.
Right. Oh yeah.
But for the Kings of War Kickstarter, Kings of War 2, I got mine way before everybody else. Like I was like weeks early. It was weird. But once again, it's probably what I ordered. I think I ordered a lot of Basileans, which are already in stock kind of thing. I didn't order any of the new stuff. So it's just one of those things. It matters what you order and where you get picked. And this time it was delayed because the depot they were using in Toronto was some other Kickstarter got there first, so they had to get that out of the way before they could even start the Mantic one.
Oh.
So we were delayed. Yeah, we've been prattling on pretty good. Any news? Anything exciting happening in the world of miniature gaming?
Not that I know.
It's a crazy world out there.
Yeah.
The Hellboy Fanatics Facebook group is filling up. It's really crazy. As people get their Kickstarter, I think they look to join the group.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
So there's lots of people in that now. I'm an admin just by default, so.
I guess by selling all that Star Saga.
No, it's because whoever, I think it was maybe been Cedric. Was it Boyega? No, not him. The guy Kieran from who did the website? Yeah, Irish guy. He was I guess he was the admin there, but then he had to do all that stuff with the website. So he was like, I can't do this. Mm-hmm. So he put me and I think Ross Diggle from Way to Fire as the 2 admins. So yeah, we share duties. And we're in different time zones, which is great. So anytime there's trouble, we each cover it. So
is there trouble? Hellboy?
I get updates from like it'll say like, oh, somebody reported something. I go to look and it's already been dealt with. So I'm like, oh, I guess there was something. I never knew what it was. But
Rob's just the rubber stamp in that.
I'm the one who just says approve. I'm all fine with it.
Some sexy girl picture with joined Facebook 3 days before that with 0 friends.
Yeah, approve. I trust everyone until they screw up. That's the way to work on those things. Oh man, this is the most I've painted in a long time. I was so burned out trying to catch up on Mech Zone that I haven't painted in a long time.
Really?
Painting for Mech Zone? What do you mean?
We had to paint all the mechs for Mech Zone.
Yeah, we did a lot of work for Mech Zone before.
You know what? Since I wasn't there, I don't know what's going on, but now I got you. I got you.
Oh yeah, Jack. Now's the time. Show off your turtle. I want to see it.
My turtle is your turtle, first of all. Second of all, it's in another room. Third of all,
yeah, Rob, you know he has 2 rooms in his house, so yeah, you got to get right behind that couch. You got to put shelves up.
So I can add more crap, more clutter? No, thank you.
Well, where do you keep your stuff? In the phone?
I don't have stuff.
There is foam right behind him. Yeah, all our Deadzone's in foam.
That's the point. I do not keep stuff.
I see things behind him. What is that? What's the big white thing over there?
Pull up your pants.
It's behind your flock. I think that is flock. What is that?
Over your right shoulder.
He looks white from this angle.
Right here. I'm right here. This guy.
The guy by the door.
I got some sheets there.
No, there's a big model. There's a miniature
Looks
on
like
the table.
Looks like a gorilla. Left.
Oh, over. Yeah, that guy. Yep. What's that?
That's Bones Gorilla.
There you go. What? See, Pat. I mean, I was thinking the one that Pat gave you. That's not that one. Kreekoff.
I got it right.
That's this
Yeah,
one.
Coach got it right. He got a gorilla, but oh yeah, Kreekoff. You painted him. There he is.
Oh, that's cool.
That's from Hellboy. He'll be coming. Pat 3D printed it. You got the STL from
Wow, that's cool.
Mantic. Yeah.
I think I'm going to use that instead of the gorilla for Rebs.
I have the gorilla for Rebs right here. I like him. Jack has them too because didn't we have 3 of them? I think we got 3 sets of those Reb guys. So I think I got 1 set and you got 2. Yeah. You also got a bunch of Bones gorillas. Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah.
Did you put together lizard men too?
You could run a whole gorilla faction if you wanted, Jack. In the new book. Yeah.
Alpha Simeon is he a leader?
Maybe I will.
I'm not going to say, but yeah.
Well, I think that was the thing. Was all the Star Saga Wave 2 stuff is now in the book, right?
Yeah. So Alpha Simeon, and then you can run the other guys as specialists.
Cool.
And you can take
no troops though. Well, I guess just regular Reb troop can be a.
Well, yeah. You can take a bunch of Yindish, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, Yindish, your monkeys. That works. Yep.
Yeah, there you go. Well, they're cross hybrid. We've already established that from the Xeno.
Yeah.
Part lion, part monkey. All awesome.
So I got a new.
Love it.
I got a new. You know, the new guys playing Deadzone, and Andrew made a list of Rebs and brought the Rebs. So he's running Yindish and stuff, and he goes, "We've never brought the Rebs there," and it's a little difficult to do that without any product because I just keep bringing stuff. And list, so I don't know what to bring. And Andrew's like, let's bring everything. I said, but that's like 600 models. It's not going to happen. But so the guy looks at it and he goes, oh, these guys are cool. I said, well, what do you think they look like? They look like monkeys. No, they didn't have monkeys. Yeah, but they got those.
They're monkeys.
They're little tough tails. You know.
Are you telling these people to come listen to our show? I hope.
What, the award-winning team building? I said, yeah, of course.
And Deadzone podcast. We got to give you some cards to give out.
Well, you can give them out the day of.
That's true. Jack can give them out the day of.
Yeah.
Roger
said that you were very positive last time you spoke. So.
Me?
Yes.
Or Jack?
We have it on team building exercise.
I think I said it would take a miracle, but miracles happen. So.
Oh. Well, that's in the goblin's eyes. You just said yes.
Yeah, I can't disappoint Boomer. He's my #1 fan.
Yeah. He did. Rob, I don't know what to do anymore. But that being said, is this a long night thing or is this have a time limit?
It's usually an hour. Yeah.
All right. I have to bow out because I have to go pick up my Scion.
Well, it's about time we wrap it up anyways. There's not that much time left, so why don't we...
wait,
Trina Hawk went to Little Wars today. Did you see Pat? Pat was there too.
All right, I'm gonna bow out. You gonna stay on after?
Yeah, we might be still here. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Go.
Go get your little boy.
Thanks for showing up.
I don't know why he actually got his license. Why do I got to pick him up? Damn it. But all right, I'll see you in a little bit.
Yeah.
See ya.
I'm just muting.
AT-43 Carmen's. Yes. I remember seeing those from the old AT-43 game. I don't think we ever got it. We have other things from AT-43. Some of those are the same as the models that ended up in Wrath of Kings, yes. The same designer did those. So the werewolves and stuff came from AT-43. But I've seen those guys. They're like gorillas in powered armor. Yeah, that's cool.
I don't remember. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, probably not.
I remember the I forget what they're called, the werewolves from
Wrath of Kings, yes.
Wrath of Kings, yeah.
But the same designer did before that did the game AT-43, which is I think it was by the same company as Confrontation, which is a French company that kind of went under when they tried to do pre-painted miniatures way before pre-painted miniatures were even possible.
Oh.
But yeah, you could get. I remember Miniature Market was selling like all the AT-43 miniatures for like super cheap, and obviously Terrainaholic has some because they have everything. So,
but at least a nice wide selection of things.
Yes, and yeah, there is a lot of cool miniatures out there in the world.
So why not get a few?
Yes.
I've got enough now, though. I literally can paint for the rest of the year, no problem with just what I got here, and not have to just what I got from Adepticon. Never mind. I can paint for the rest of my life with what's.
Oh, that's not true.
That is 100% true.
You're a speed painter now. You've been getting stuff done.
Still, that shows how much stuff I've got around here.
Yeah, I do have boxes and boxes full of like Cthulhu miniatures I've never touched. I probably should get to those.
And you just got bones?
I didn't get hardly anything from bones. I got some giants. I don't even know where I put them. I got giants and one giant Cthulhu monster. But this time I went really light on. I think you got more from bones than I did because, yeah. Last time we got a box full of bones and it sat on my shelf for the whole time, and I gave half of it to Tyler. So I only like the big stuff, and I like collecting the giants from bones.
Well, speaking of.
Oh, the Tree Man. Yeah, he's cool. Wait, let me click on him so everybody can see him. How heavy is he? He looks like he's, is he actually bones or is he the new bones? Is he bendy?
He's kind of bendy.
I wonder if he's the new one. He looks pretty solid.
For what can I use for a reference that a lot of people would know?
Your hand?
Not a lot of people know how big my hand is.
Bill and/or Sue, I got all of my Cthulhu monsters, half of them from Bones, because last Bones 3, I think it was, had a lot of Cthulhu stuff. And this is Bones 4 that had some Cthulhu stuff. But then the other half, there was a Kickstarter for that Sandy Peterson was doing for a I think it's a Pathfinder book or Savage World, something for Cthulhu Mythos, an edition. But he put in, as an add-on, he had all the miniatures from Cthulhu Wars they could get. So I picked up all those too. So I have a ton of Cthulhu miniatures now. Or Cthulhu Mythos miniatures, I should say.
That's good.
And we did get Bones 4. That's what the Tree Man Jack was showing off, his Bones 4. He also has a giant turtle that he refuses to show, a turtle dragon. So yeah, I'm forcing him to show it because it's so cool. And
here's the base for it, which
it's like Flotsam and Jetsam.
Yeah, it's just wreckage.
And I got some giants, and Jack got some monkeys, some gorillas, and some lizard men, which I didn't even know were in the bag. I was like, Jack kept asking me about lizard men. I was like, I don't think you ordered them. And then they showed up. So there he is. Giant turtle, also the size of his hand for reference.
Yeah.
Oh. He is pretty much the size of a real turtle. He's a little bit more spiky on the back.
Spiky on his tail. He's got like a weird.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Backside.
He's a dragon turtle.
But he's got this little belly. Look at him. Yeah.
Beetle says you got his Hellboy. I'm so happy for you, Beetle. Can you tell how happy I am? No, mine. I got the shipping notice, so mine should be here next week.
It's got to be any second now. And then it's a good thing you're getting back into painting because you're going to have to do a lot of painting.
Well, yeah, Hellboy. I think I'm going to try to do it in a hyper, not really Zenith, but like hyper shadowed, where like half the miniature's black to try to emulate Mignola's art. So we'll see how that goes.
Try something artsy. Artsy fartsy.
Well, I think it'll be faster too, and it'll have a cool look to it. I think we'll see. Nice. Bill and/or Sue said they bought 2 AT-ATs, which is, if you want something, buy 2, as Coach would say.
It's true. He does say that.
Is that was that? Wonder what brand those are from? The toy version or the? Because I think they did make a miniature version, but everybody uses the one toy one. Yeah, the Hellboy miniatures are great. They can be used once again in a role-playing game. Those miniatures are going to be pretty useful if you want to play some role-playing.
One day.
And it's Alex typing for Beetle, so that's nice to have her on. You never visit.
Hey, Alex.
What was I saying? I forget now. Oh, I think there's going to be a Hellboy RPG coming to Kickstarter soon. So that they should get in touch with Mantic, because together they can make a really good set of stuff. Especially with Terrain Crate and Hellboy miniatures and a role-playing game. I think that's a good combination. Lots of good stuff. There is another role-playing game on Kickstarter currently that is they can't officially call it original D&D, but it's a box set with all the different colored D&D box sets, but they're just redoing them, so that's cool.
So it's like the red box.
Yeah. But it's generic. They have to call it generic fantasy or something. I think they call it by the year or something, like the year that D&D came out. So they're pretty much recreating the original D&D, which is cool.
That's cool.
Coach said without him, it's all gone downhill. But he was speaking in third person, so it's maybe that's the other coach. I'm so confused.
Poor Coach.
Coach is driving. He's going to get in an accident, and then we'll have a memorial, and that'll be very sad. But yeah. Well, this show is petering out, though. I will say that much.
Yeah, well, the time we are now 3 minutes of overtime, so at this point you can't ask for too much more.
Yes. You can see my right up there. That's my Devastator. He's very big. You can't tell. My hand for scale, but he's way back there. And right beside him, I have my Masterpiece Soundwave.
Of all the trinkets and tchotchkes and nonsense you got back there, most of it I have no desire to have anywhere near me, but Devastator.
Yeah. He is big. See, look at that. That's Devastator for scale. There's my hand for scale. He's quite a bit larger. And he does come into his constituent parts. He's going to sit right here. He's going to sit right there.
He didn't. That would be a crime shame.
Yep. But yes, Transformers was a bit of a session for a while. I think I'm over it.
I think just the sake of space, you better be over it. Like I think you've reached much like a fish in a tank. You've reached the maximum capacity, and that was it. You're done.
But unlike you, Jack, I don't freak out about it. I just find more space.
There's a place for everything. Everything has place. I don't freak out about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, Devastator does have to. We have to get some rules for Devastator in Deadzone. I agree.
Next, Adepticon, Transformers, you and Rick Hall.
We talked about it. We just it's the wrong scale, unfortunately. They're not big enough. Some of them, the big masterpiece ones might be, but the other ones are a little small. 15 millimeter. We were talking about this on Mobile Armor Radio, which is coming out on Wednesday, on the 1st, I believe. We're talking about scale, and I think for like Gundams and Transformers, it would be 15 millimeters about a good scale. Jack, Rusted Beetle wants to know if you used your hot sauce yet.
No, not yet. I almost did. I made some stuffed peppers, and I almost broke it out. But I told him if I do, I'm gonna take pictures and all that stuff. And I was in a rush, so I was like, I can't. But when I do, I will be posting on Discord the before and/or after of what happened.
Is it just you in the bathroom?
And then me in the emergency room, clutching my bathroom. And Alex has to say, why did you murder him? Most of the Beetle will be like, because
it was his time.
I'm in Reaper.
Or he'll be just like disappear because his assassination was complete. It's onto his next persona.
That's right. He did really love you, Alex, but unfortunately, you were also just part of the elaborate illusion. As he's walking away, Verbal Kent style, he just starts walking with a different gait, and then disappears. His beard goes into the trash can.
It's true. Spoilers, by the way.
Oh, yeah, spoilers. In case you haven't seen The Usual Suspects. In which case, what's wrong with you?
Wow, it is Bryan Singer, so maybe they're morally against watching it.
That is true, and it does have Kevin Spacey in there.
Oh, that's true. Jeez, it's a double whammy of moral ambiguity.
But honestly, in my opinion, just because someone is terrible and they're in the movie, I don't use that as my metric for whether I can or cannot see a movie. The key grip didn't do anything wrong. The sound mixer, there's a lot of people there that did not do anything, and to enjoy their hard work is more important than a moral stand against someone who's already got their money.
It's true. Well, that you know of. Maybe they did do something wrong.
That is true. The key grip right now is eating an orphan. And I'm just,
I'm glad you went to cannibalism.
Okay.
Go out. I really am, because you could have gone somewhere worse.
Okay. Well, that is true as well. It could have been much worse.
Yep. Transformers can be on a 2-mat game, as Coach says. We'll have to get rules for that in the next book. I wish that was in the escalation book.
Transformer rules?
No, 2-mat rules. Oh, well, I really do wish that somehow Mantic got in bed with Hasbro and was able to make G.I. Joe and Transformers miniature games, but from all accounts, Hasbro does not play nice with other companies. So
that would be you can't. There'd be no way.
The only thing they've licensed is My Little Pony to make that role-playing game.
What would happen is Rob would just push both of those shelves out into the street, throw them in the trash, and then it would be all Mantic G.I. Joe, all Mantic Transformers.
It's true. I've already done that to Kings of War, so I'd have to make some room. Although this shelf right here, if you look at this shelf right here, that's just all full of junk, so I could clear that shelf.
That is true. That does look vaguely junky, so you might be able to
Well, it's all it is unassembled miniatures, I think. Oh, and a whole thing of terrain I was going to bring over to your house, but until you put the moratorium of bringing stuff to your house, so.
Oh yeah, I had to. It was getting crazy.
I'm not even allowed to go to Jack's house anymore. He's blocked. He's blocked all movement towards his house.
It's on lockdown.
It's sad but true.
Until I'm sure Russell Beetle isn't an assassin. That's been 10 years in the making.
Oh, it's too late. He's already put the stuff in your system. It's the hot sauce is just the activator. Eventually, you'll hit something else that activates it too, but he wanted to make sure with the hot sauce.
Oh.
He's an evil genius, that guy. Oh, well, on that bombshell, do you want to call it?
Okay.
It has been nice hanging out with you. This was a little bit of getting back into doing a live show. We haven't done one in a long time, so.
That's true.
And we had really nothing to talk about, so.
And yeah, we were going hardcore before, but now, if people want it, just tell us what you want, Brett. If this is what you want to come hang out with us painting, or if you need us to do ASMR, or.
Jack's really good at it. It disturbs me.
Yeah, I am.
I don't like it.
No.
Yeah, please do let us know what you want us to do, or have any topics you want us to talk about. We can rattle on for an hour about anything, really. I think we've proven that with many a podcast. So
we just proved it right here.
Our next podcast will be special. Theoretically, it will be all about escalation. There's gonna be some secrets revealed, and we do have a lot of news that's out there, but we also have some in-depth stuff that we're allowed to release early, theoretically, if we get it in time.
Yes. Unless someone scoops us, unless it ends up on a website somewhere before us. And
well, that's guaranteed, but that's fine.
And it'll be after that. It'll be 6 more episodes, and then we're done. So
6.
Mind
your math is we're in 96 now. It's only 5 more episodes.
Oh. Well.
5, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Yeah, 5. Okay, we'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for staying around and watching us, and thank you for anybody watching us in the future. We're sorry. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Say bye, Jack.
Bye, Jack.
Bye. Oh, he's so funny. Look at him. Look at that guy.